Welcome to this contemplative time of meditation on the 7 phrases Jesus spoke from the cross in his final hours. I'm going to read through these phrases that Jesus spoke, and after each one, I will introduce a question for you to ponder. In this meditation, ask Christ to speak to you. Listen to what he might be saying to you from the cross. And let's quiet down and center in. So as you listen to these sacred words, allow yourself to the openness of Christ's words for you. I invite you to set aside distractions and center into the deepening love of God through Jesus.
O sacred head, now wounded, with grief and pain weighed down, now scornfully surrounded, with thorns thine only crown. How art thou pained with anguish, with sore abuse and scorn? How does that visage languish, which once was bright as morn? What language shall I borrow to thank thee, dearest friend, for this thy dying sorrow, thy pity without end? Oh, make me thine forever, and should I fainting be, Lord, may I never, never outlive my love for thee. O man of sorrows, beaten down, our Savior's blood cries from the ground. You bore our sin, we turn our eyes from you, the Lamb of God.
Here now are the 7 phrases from the cross, followed by this contemplative question, beginning with the phrase from Luke 23:34. The people stood watching, and the soldiers came up and mocked him. They offered him wine, vinegar, and said, "If you are a king, save yourself." And Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." Is there someone you need to forgive today? Or what do you need forgiveness for? And one of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. But the other criminal said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus answered him, "I tell you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise." Where in your life do you feel unworthy of this love? Can you accept that the same kind of love that was graciously and freely given to the thief on the cross is also available to you and to me? Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother there and the disciple whom he loved standing nearby, Jesus said to his mother, "Dear woman, here is your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that time on, this disciple took her into his home. Jesus is making provision for his mother's care. Is there anyone you are concerned about that you wish to ask Jesus to take care of? And where do you need Jesus to care for you? From noon until 3 p.m., darkness came over all the land. And about 3 o'clock, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani," which means, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Is this your prayer at this time in your life? In what way do you feel distanced or abandoned by God, and why? Later, knowing that all was now completed, Jesus said, "I am thirsty." A jar of wine vinegar was there. So they soaked a sponge in it, put the sponge on a stalk of the hyssop plant, and lifted it to Jesus' lips. What is the nature of your own thirst? What are you thirsting for? The whole land was covered in darkness. The curtain of the temple was torn in two, and Jesus called out in a loud voice, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." Are you ready to give yourself over to God at this time? Or is there something you've been unwilling to relinquish to God? Are you willing to let it go? And Jesus cried out again, and in a loud voice he said, "It is finished." And with that, he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. Let your heart grasp these powerful words of Jesus. It is finished. In this declaration, you stand forever loved, forever forgiven, forever free. It is finished. So draw near and taste the banquet prepared for you. Receive Christ's gift for you.
When I survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, so rich a crown, where the whole realm of nature might that were present far too small, love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all. Love so